Welcome to episode 2 of 2 episodes on sustainable cabinetry. This episode covers materials and construction techniques. We will be touring a cabinet shop in the Central Coast of California. This series is brought to you by Semmes and Company Builders and Green Goods. We hope you enjoy it.
Hi, and welcome back to this greenhouse. I'm Bill Rabinall. Turco's back with me again. We just now transitioned from that beautiful home over there in Morro Bay with the cabinets, and now we're at the cabinet shop. And what I'd like to do now, come on in, I'd like to introduce you to, well, why don't you introduce him, Brian?
Oh, thanks. Brian, this is Brian Robert. Brian, thanks for coming here and being part of the show. Brian is Michael's brother, who you met earlier. They're a great team doing green cabinets, green materials. And let's just get started looking at some of these materials we have here on the table. I saw this door, this cabinet door, that's going to be made for a cabinet, and it's beautiful wood. It's not been finished yet. Now, where does this wood come from?
Well, this is Doug fir, and it's reclaimed. Basically, what happened was there were some tanks holding cherry in their cherry juice. So these were the staves that the tanks were made out of, and they were all banded together. This is the interior, exterior. And basically, we've milled it to clean it up into something like this. And then from there, we can turn it into the stiles and rails for the door. And now you have a door made from reclaimed wood that was, has a second use and a second life.
That's the whole idea. Let's not just recycle, let's reuse it. So we reduce, we reuse, and then we recycle. So we're using this wood, and I think it's special because the thing about using woods that I understand is it's kind of unique each time because the wood can be different. It comes from cherry bats, it comes from old timbers.
Yeah, I mean, there's redwood that used to be for tanks for holding wine, and then this held cherry in their cherry juice. So there's a lot of variation in color, staining, things like that. So when you have a kitchen made with doors like this, it has a lot of character, and in this county there's maybe 3 houses that have, a reclaimed Doug fir kitchen made from these cherry brine tanks.
I even know of one example too from Ward Doug fir is all of the Cal Poly bleacher seats were taken and reused. When they bought new seats in, they reused that wood that was Doug fir and made that into cabinets. And it was well worn and very warmed up.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some more materials here. We've got, here's some stuff. Here's some bamboo. And at the last house site, we talked about bamboo. All those cabinets were bamboo. But look at the variety here. I mean, look at the variety of these. This is bamboo. I mean, it's amazing in here. Bill, may I hold that?
Sure.
And then look. So you're talking bamboo. All comes from bamboo plant. I know how do these get to be so different?
Well, basically what they do is the bamboo's grown, and the benefit of bamboo is that it's rapidly renewable. It grows way quicker than a tree would. And so they're manufacturing plywood. This is pure bamboo all the way through. They take it, and it looks pretty much like this in color, and if they steam it, it becomes this darker color. And then this is stranded, so they actually take it, and they take this and strand it into fibers, and then they steam it, so it becomes a little darker when it's a stranded or woven
Just
bamboo.
from steaming it.
And so basically this is all laminated together with glues that contain no urea formaldehyde. And then these are both laid up in a vertical grain pattern, but they can also be laid up in a horizontal grain pattern, so you have wider kind of looking slats in the actual plywood.
And then we have here something I thought was maybe bamboo, but it's not. Now this is made from, an example of this is made from sorghum?
Yeah, yeah.
And sorghum's a plant that grows.
Correct. They grow it to feed cattle, and they grow it as a food staple in Africa, and this is sorghum, and they take the stalk after they've harvested whatever they need off of it, and they laminate it together, again with no formaldehyde glues. So this is basically an agricultural byproduct.
Yeah, so a waste product, reused again, a fast-growing bamboo, a recycled wood. I mean, these are great things. Now, what about this little sample? It doesn't look that interesting, but I think there's something special about this.
Well, this is made from wheat. So this is another agricultural waste product. Basically, they're taking the waste after they harvest wheat, and they compress it, and they make basically like MDF out of it, but it's made of all wheat.
Yeah, so in a lot of cases you'll see what's called MDF, a medium density fiberboard, which is made from sawdust from trees. This is made from wheat stalk, which is a waste product that's going to be burned or thrown away. So all these things get put together in a magic way. They're made into plywood, used in solid wood, and used in different parts of the job. So, Brian, this is a drawer?
Yeah,
this is a drawer. And then this is an example of how the drawers are held together.
Correct. This is a dovetail drawer box, and so basically the material that this is made of, it's a plywood, and again it uses a glue called Pure Bond, which is a glue developed that is made from soy, and it's a no formaldehyde glue again. And then the material, the wood, is FSC certified, which means a third-party nonprofit certified the wood.
Excellent.
And basically said that this is sustainably harvested with fair labor practices, and they protect indigenous rights, and it's international. So you can buy an exotic wood from Brazil, and if it's FSC certified, you know it was harvested in an environmentally sustainable.
That's the key term, FSC certified, to keep our forests healthy, keep making all that oxygen we need, lots of. This is another piece of something you saw in the last job, which were all the boxes of that cabinets were made out of this. And this is also FSC maple?
Yeah, it's FSC certified maple, basically 91% FSC certified. Again, it uses the Pure Bond glue, so it is basically has no formaldehyde in it. And then both of these have a UV acrylic finish, which means it's UV cured. It's a no VOC finish, so there's no harmful off-gassing from it. And we make our carcasses out of this, the frames of the boxes.
Carcasses is a difficult term, but that's the boxes of the cabinets.
Right.
Nobody dies. One last thing here before we close out is this is what a lot of cabinets look like, and it's called melamine. But this is a more sustainable melamine. It's got the same protective coating, but it's a non-formaldehyde base in the inside, structural,
Correct.
right?
It's made from particle board, and then which is basically wood chips compressed together, but they're using a no formaldehyde glue to compress it together.
So lots of great examples of materials that are healthier for the air, use less resources, help save our planet. So this has been very helpful. Very helpful, Brian. Thanks for taking the time to show us all this.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things I think that I enjoy more about this television show than anything is the amount of information that comes out of it. And I had no idea, but I do now. And, you know, I think there's many of us in this county and other counties that are really going to jump on the bandwagon here. Yeah, there's a little bit of a cost difference in the beginning, but these cabinets, again, as we were told, will last 50, 60, 70 years. So there is a long-term benefit. Okay, we're back from the cabinet shop now, and I wanted to spend a few minutes here at the Johnson household and talk with Christine about why specifically she chose green cabinets and installations and those types of things.
Sure, no problem. Well, about a year ago, we started to look at cabinetry for our remodel, and as you know, there are lots of options out there, but they're really, when you narrow them down to options that are more friendly for the earth, you really come down to just a few types of woods. So we chose bamboo, and we worked with Green Goods, their cabinet makers, to do the fabrication and installation, and we thought bamboo worked well in our open setting because we could use a lighter color and durable. We have a small child and a dog, so our house isn't really much of a museum piece.
And this finish is held up well, too?
Yes, very well, exactly. And again, because we have a child and our own health, of course, as well, we wanted to use something that didn't off-gas a lot and something that had a really nice clean finish, but still durable, so that I could wipe it down when it got pretty dirty.
All right, Christine. Well, thanks again for having us into our
Thank you.
home.
Sure thing, it's our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.